Perfect. Perfect. Perfect.
What is going on, everybody? It is your boy RB back in the building. Real quick, let me know if you can hear me in the chat. What is going on, everybody? Welcome on into Philly Take with RB. You already know what to do. Hit the like if you are enjoying the content. Subscribe to the channel if you are new, and hit that notification bell. That way you are always notified anytime I upload or go live. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Drop a 1 if you can hear me. Appreciate you guys tuning in. I feel like I haven't live streamed in ages, man. It's been what, a couple weeks? Doing our thing, man. Shout out to everybody in here. What's going on? Shout out to the Fire Take members. You guys are the best, man. Always coming through and showing love and support. Shout out to the people that have copped the merchandise. If you guys have not yet, check out the first ever Philly Take with RB merch. The link is in the description. I got the Yes Sir shirt on right here. And we got the mug on standby. We got it on standby. Also, catch me a break, guys. I am using a different system here for the first time, different software, so I'm still trying to get used to some things. And shout out to my man Rob Dredden coming in with a $5 super chat. My man Rob, what's going on? Says, what up, Philly Take? Let's trade Ben Simmons to the Dallas Mavericks. That way Dallas will have 2 teams tanking for the draft. Yo, football season is upon us, man. Training camp started today, and you already know what time it is. Screw the Cowboys. Screw the Dallas Cowboys. Hey, I'm down. I'm down, Rob. The Eagles are coming, man. The Eagles are coming. I wasn't as excited, but then we signed Steven Nelson, and I'm like, all right, this team can be formidable. I heard Nick Sirianni talk. This team can be formidable. But anyway, I hear you, man. Let's trade Ben Simmons out west. Let's get him out of here. It's time to get him out of here. All the news and rumors going on. My head is spinning. I can't even there's just way too much going on, Rob. There's way too much going on, man. But anyway, shout out to everybody in here. We have 40 people up in the chat, guys. Hit the like if you haven't yet. Subscribe to the channel. We've been dropping video after video. Wanted to come back and catch in with a live stream. While I was on vacation, I watched some draft content. But today we're going to, do our own mock draft simulator. We're going to look at some potential options. But it might not even matter. Why might it not matter? Because the Sixers might end up trading the pick. The Sixers might end up trading their pick. We're going to first look at an article that I read when I was on vacation. And I think it makes sense. I think it makes sense for the Sixers to trade this pick if they are really trying to win now. But anyway, we're going to talk about it. Shout out to everybody in here. Like I said, guys, I'm trying to get used to this new setup here. Let's see who we have in the building. Shifty, what's going on, man? Derek is the GOAT. Hashir, been missing your videos lately. It's all good, man. Bradley Beal in the building. What's up? Brunus, what up? Raptors offered Lowry, OG, and the 4th pick for Ben Shake and a first. What am I doing? Look, man, if you saw my video yesterday, I mean, I'm really not trying to give Ben Simmons to the Toronto Raptors. Like, if you saw my video today, the Raptors, the Wizards, and the Miami Heat. The Miami Heat, I don't even understand that as a potential trade destination, right? But I'm really not trying to give Ben Simmons up in the Eastern Conference, and I'm not trying to give him to the Toronto Raptors. As bad as it may sound, like we're on all sides of the spectrum, right? Like, we don't like Ben Simmons anymore, but then we don't want to give him to a team like the Raptors. I really don't want to, because I could see how this story's going to play out. I could see it coming around to bite us, and then, he starts shooting the 3, and he turns into LeBron. I mean, I'm just being honest, because I know Nick Nurse would make him do it. I know he wouldn't baby him and coddle him like a 5-year-old. So who knows? But anyway, let's see. Suns Geek in the chat. Suns Geek, what's going on, man? Hope you had a great vacation. You deserve it. Congrats on the merch. I'm excited for the draft. Yo, shout out if you guys are not subbed up to Suns Geek. Go sub up Suns Geek, man. Covering the Phoenix Suns every which way. I'm sorry about your Suns, man. I really thought you guys were going to win the finals. I might have cursed them. But the Suns will be back, man. Keep up the great content, bro. I'm excited as well. Well, I'm kind of excited. I'll tell you why in a little bit. BP, what's up, man? Let's see. 28th pick is useless. Ben Simmons to the Nets for Kyrie. Ben Simmons, Stan, what's up, man? 3-team with Dallas and Golden State. Derek, what's going on, bro? Another great YouTuber up in here, man. Derek, what up, my guy? How was vacay? We need to collab soon to talk about the Philadelphia Colts. Yeah, we're gonna get a good collab in, bro. If you guys are not subbed to Bring the Juice podcast, go sub up Bring the Juice, man. My guy Derek really grinding over there. But look, man. Why am I partially not excited about the draft? And why have I not been? Because, well, obviously, as you know, I was on vacation, right? But the Sixers are most likely going to trade the pick. Let's look at an article first and foremost. Let's look at it. Once again, if you guys have not yet, please hit the like, subscribe to the channel. Really appreciate all the support, man. And keep checking out the videos. If you guys haven't yet, check out the merchandise. Do all that good stuff. Where is... okay, there we go. You guys can see this, right? Yes, you can. Okay. Hold on. Let me say what's up to a few more people in here. Suns Geek, I appreciate you, my man. Shifty, would you do Ben for Jimmy? Look, a lot of people were saying Ben for Jimmy when the Heat came up. I'm just letting you know. There's just no way that is happening because it's not happening because why? Like, it's just not happening. If the Miami Heat ever traded Jimmy Butler for Ben, like, do you understand how weird that would be? They're not going to play together, I'll tell you that. And other than Jimmy Butler, who are the Miami Heat going to give up? Tyler Hero? I don't really want to bank on that for Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons for Jimmy Butler? Why would they trade Jimmy Butler after they just signed him to a long contract a couple years ago? I know there's tension and this and that. Well, guess what? At least, you know, Jimmy Butler is having trouble shooting the ball from deep. But you know what he does? He shoots the ball. I mean, he has the dog in him, right? I saw people on Twitter today, oh, I wouldn't take Jimmy Butler back. What are you smoking? Is he going to be the player that he was for us a couple years ago? Maybe not. But is he going to try? Yes. Yes, he's a dog. That's what he is. But anyway, see, you guys love getting me sidetracked, man. You guys love getting me sidetracked. Young Das, what's going on? Appreciate Daryl's ambition. Daryl is he's been smoking a little bit too much lately. I don't know what's up with Daryl Morey, but he's asking the Spurs for 4 first-rounders and 3 pick swaps. He's asking the Toronto Raptors for their entire starting lineup. I mean, I feel like this dude's just playing around at this point, but who knows, man. Johnny Santana, another great channel member. What's up? Let's see. BLSG, what's good? Shifty, what up? Scott James, what's good? Eagles underdog, what up? Yo, we're gonna talk about some potential draft choices, even though it may not matter. I've been watching some tape, guys. I haven't been watching too deep, like into the second round and all that, because I'm just not that interested. I've been looking at a couple players if we retain our draft pick, but I'll tell you why I don't think it's going to matter. Lindy, what's going on, man? Another great content creator. If you guys haven't, sub them up. What's going on, Lindy? All right, let's talk about it. So this article came out. I was on vacation. I didn't read it yet, actually. It was what, Kyle Neubeck? No, Kai Carlin, a Sixers writer. Hold on, you guys can't see it. All right, there we go. Report, Sixers are likely to trade the 28th pick in the draft. All right. Sixers set to enter the draft with 2 picks. So we have the 28th overall pick, and then we have the 50th overall pick. So we have those 2 picks. Last year we had, what, 3, I think? Yeah, we had 3, and then we traded Josh Richardson for Seth Curry on draft night, which was a steal. I mean, the first draft under Daryl Morey was great, in my opinion. But, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hold up. We got a super chat coming in. Shout out to Daniel Walter. My God, what's going on, man? Daniel Walter coming in with the $10 super chat. He's the first upon us to trigger the new animations. Shout out to Daniel. Says, keep grinding, my guy. Daniel, appreciate you, my man. He's a fire take legend. Show him some love in the chat. Thank you so much, Daniel. I really appreciate it, my man. But yeah, we've been adding some new animations, so shout out to Daniel. Shout out to him, man. I appreciate the support. All right. So the Sixers have picked 28 and 50 in the draft. There's a chance they can move at least one of those picks. The Sixers contending for a chip, and it's unlikely either will help them on their quest for a title. Therefore, it would probably be in the best interest of Daryl Morey if he moves the pick to bring in a vet who can help off the bench. And then this guy, Tom Moore, writer from the Bucks County Courier-Times, he says the Sixers are more likely to trade the 28th pick in the draft than they were a few weeks ago. They have been getting some solid offers for their late first round selection. Sixers could offer the pick to a team like the Orlando Magic. Beginning a rebuild, the Sixers could perhaps pry away somebody like Terrence Ross to bolster the bench. Blah, 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 blah. So that came out, and then obviously I started thinking, and I'm like, well, you know, I mean, yeah. Like, if we're going to go out here and make a trade, it's most likely that the 28th pick is going to be involved in that, or the 50th pick. And even if we go out and draft a player at 28, let's be honest with ourselves. Is that really going to make us a championship team? Like, is that player going to be what puts us over the top? I don't think so. So we'll either get a role player or we'll ship it off. It sucks that we're at pick 28 because this draft is filled with a bunch of... This might be one of the best drafts in... I don't even know how long. Yeah, I mean, it's been a while. There's a lot of guard talent in here. But anyway, that article came out. So let's look at the Sixers draft picks that they have on in their stock, because obviously they're going to have to go out here, and if they want to make a trade, which is our dream scenario right here, they're going to have to move multiple picks. So we should draft Luka Garza in the second round. Yeah, I saw an article when I was away saying that we had worked him out, so we definitely have to get back in on that. But yeah, so we have the 2 picks this year. We only have a first round pick next year, and then we have a first and 2 seconds in 2023. So if we go out and make a play for one of these huge stars, we're going to likely move maybe 3 of these picks. We're going to have to include some of these picks, and maybe we end up drafting a player for another team. So that's kind of where we're sitting at. Here's a tweet right here. Let's see. Can you guys see that or no? All right. There we go. So this is the list right here from Harrison Grimm of confirmed prospects that have had workouts with the Sixers. So I know about 5 of these guys. Shout out to my guy Jeremiah Robinson-Earl. I think he could be a surprise for some teams. Luka Garza, as someone just said, we worked out. I think we worked out this guy too, Nemus Keita. I think that's how you say his name. And I know Josh Christopher too. I think he'll go early in the second round. Austin Reeves, some drafts had us linked to him at pick 50. But these are apparently the guys that we've worked out so far. A couple big men. You guys let me know in the chat. What do you think? Do you think the Sixers go and try to bring in a backup center? Maybe Dwight Howard signs elsewhere? Or do we go and get another guard? Or maybe it doesn't matter, like I said. But let me know. Let me know what you guys think. Let's see. Suns Geek says, I'm not a draft expert by any means. But the research I've done, I truly believe this draft is full of depth and will be a draft remembered down the road. I agree 100%. I'm not a draft expert either. I did more research last year. Let me just say, like, let me take a step back here and say, like, this is a weird draft like last year, because last year, I feel like the last draft was like a couple months ago. Like, we really did not have a lot of time in between this season being jam-packed and then prepping for the draft. Now, luckily, the Sixers don't have like the 10th pick where, you know, we would have had to do all this research like in a little bit of time. I think we'll just end up with a role player, or we might trade it, like I said. But like Suns Geek said, I feel like there's going to be a lot of star talent, at least in the top 5 to 7 that are remembered from this draft. I really do. And like I said, we'll be doing a mock draft in a little bit. Charlie, what's going on? Daniel, my man. Again, appreciate it, brother. Let's see. Seth, another channel member up in the house. What up, Seth? Philly Fans in SD, another great channel member, loyal to the channel. What's good? Welcome back. Fly, Eagles, fly. Let's go, Sixers. Let's go. Let's go. Shout out to Philly Fans in SD, and shout out to everybody in here, man. We got 70 people up in here. I know it's been a while since we live streamed. You guys are probably like, what is this? I forget what live streaming is on this channel. But hey, appreciate all you guys being here. We're going to go over a mock draft in a little bit. A couple players I have my eyes on at pick 28. But these are the players that have had workouts with the Sixers. So, before we do a mock draft, I'm going to give you 3 players right now that I believe could be there at pick 28. I don't know if they will. I've done a decent amount of research, not an over, the top amount of research. And I've watched some tape on these guys. But if the Sixers keep their pick at 28, I think that one of these 3 players could be a nice fit in terms of a role player for the Sixers. And by the way, on this new setup, I'm trying out this new software here. I got the sound effects on hand. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Damn, I missed that. All right. And if you guys want to know my opinion on the Ben Simmons rumors that came out today, be sure to check out my last 4 videos that I put out in the last couple days. All right. The first player I like in his draft at pick 28 is Tre Mann. Now, I was busy today. I didn't have time to pull up all the clips and stuff that I saved, so I just have the draft profile pulled up. Let me know what you guys think in the chat about Tre Mann, if you know him at all. He's a nice guard. He's athletic. He can create a little bit off the dribble, and he can shoot from all 3 levels, man. Now, Tre Mann originally started, when I looked weeks ago, late in the first round. But now, a couple of these boards have him climbing up all the way maybe to 20, maybe around that, maybe even higher. Tre Mann's a good player. He is. And he's got a good story, and he's tough. And that is a type of player that we need. All right? We don't need any more, we don't need any more little kids on this team. We don't need any more divas, immature people. No. We need a dog. I want the identity of this team. I want guys that can shoot, but I want a bunch of dogs on this team. Dudes that are just hungry. Max JB, what's up, bro? Another great channel member in the house. Want to get AO or JRE? We're going to talk about it, man. Mikey, what's up, bro? Another great channel member. What's good? So anyway, Tre Mann. If you guys don't know who Tre Mann is, do they have his height and weight here? I think he's like 6'4", 190. 6'5". Combo guard will look to make an impact on NBA teams with his scoring ability. Fresh off a strong sophomore season, pursue his dreams of playing the NBA. He's going under the radar. Man was a 5-star recruit. 17 minutes a game. He averaged 5 points, 2 rebounds, and 0.7 assists in his freshman year. So he didn't have a good freshman year. He was, rated a lot higher. He returned to Florida for the sophomore season and excelled as a starter. He averaged 16 points a game, 5.6 rebounds, 3.4 assists, and 1.4 steals a game. He led the team in scoring. Florida would make the NCAA tournament. and make it to the round of 32. One of his main strengths, he could score from anywhere on the court. His shooting allows him to do just that. He's a crafty finisher, has one of the best floater games out of every prospect. Dangerous outside shooter. He shot 40.2% from three. Hold up. Yes, sir. I repeat, 40.2% from three. He can shoot 40% from three. That is what we need. We need shooting. And we need guard play. And well, guess what? He fits both. Another thing that stands out is his great ball handling skills. Create separation, allow him to score from all three levels as a shot creator. Standing 6'5", has good athleticism. He's a good finisher around the rim. Solid playmaker despite being a score-first type of guard. He averaged 3.5 assists, and he's good at running the pick and roll. Now his weaknesses, strength and physicality. He's a bit skinny if you watch him. Only 190. He has to bulk up, but there's a lot of players in a draft that have to bulk up. That's a part of the draft process. That's a part of going through your first couple years in the NBA. So I like Tre Mann a lot. His wingspan is something a bit short. He's drawn comparisons to Darius Garland and they have many similarities. They're both very shifty, can create off the dribble and knock down shots from anywhere on the court. There we go. So I like Tre Mann. He's the first player I'm kind of looking at if he somehow is still there. I don't know if he will be, though. Let's see. Solid, but the Nuggets are going to trade up for him. I would take him at 28. Thunder look like they're trying to trade Shai Gilgeous. I think we could get him. I do, but I mean, it depends what we have to give up at the same time. I don't want to give up too much for him. All right, so Tre Mann's the first guy I like. The next player I like in this draft at pick 28 is Miles McBride, a.k.a. Deuce McBride. Now, watching this guy, I feel like he has a nice touch to his game. And he's a pretty good shooter. He's improved his shot. Quietly worked his way up draft boards thanks to his two-way potential. He's a two-way guard. I like this dude's touch a lot. Played at West Virginia under a good coach. Spent his freshman season as a six-man. Had a steady season averaging 9.5 points, 2.4 rebounds, 1.8 assists on 40, 30, 74 shooting splits. Then he returned to college for his sophomore season, took over as the starting point guard with a bang. The 20-year-old led the Mountaineers over South Dakota. Blah, blah, blah. He finished the year averaging almost 16 points a game, almost 4 rebounds, and almost 5 assists on 43, 41, and 81 shooting splits. 80% from the line, above 40% from three. I like Deuce McBride. I really do. Made his biggest jump this season behind the three-point line. Percentages from 30.4% in his freshman year to 41% last year. He went up 10% shooting from deep. 10% from deep. I like this kid a lot. His ability to hit tough jumpers off the dribble on low shot clocks and bailed out West Virginia's offense. Improvement coming off screens, pin downs as a set shooter. He could play on the ball, off the ball. I like this kid a lot. I think he has a lot of upside. And something that he may even be better than compared to some of these other guards is, as you can see right here, he's a good defender. Like it said, he's a two-way guard. Good IQ, quick hands, anticipation. I like him a lot. I think he could be a steal later on in this draft. I do. McBride isn't the most imposing guard and gets knocked off balance when driving to the hole. Against elite size, he struggles to create distance due to his slow first step. Settles for jumper and often turns to his floater game. Even when he creates separation, he shies away from contact and elects pulling it on jump shot despite a clear lane in front of him. He'll need to add size and a more bulldog mentality to take advantage inside. He's got a good touch. He's got to get more aggressive, more physical. Isn't that interesting? kind of heard that before, haven't we? His projection is 30 to 40. Has done a tremendous job to work his way into the position he's in after not being a sought-after college prospect. Good upside. Might be a bit of a stretch, but I could see him making his way up. Am I live streaming the draft? Yes, I will be live streaming the draft tomorrow, guys. I will be live streaming the draft. Come hang out. Just like last year, we're going to be live streaming the entire draft, even though we may not have a lot of picks. We will be here all night hanging out. So be sure to come out and come hang. And then the last guy I like, and I could tell you a lot about this guy personally because I watched most of his college games. Jeremiah Robinson-Earl. JRE, as I like to refer. Jeremiah Robinson-Earl, if the Sixers elect to go with a big man. Now, again, is Dwight Howard going to re-sign here? I don't know. I think it's iffy at this point. He's on Instagram, posting videos of him shooting threes, giving us the Ben Simmons treatment. But yeah, man, I could see Dwight Howard coming back here on a one-year deal. But at the same time, I could see him going somewhere else as well. And either way, the Sixers have to have a good backup in terms of the center position or the power forward position. We need a good backup forward or center. That's where Jeremiah Robinson-Earl comes in. I'm a Nova fan. I watch a lot of Nova games. I knew this guy was going to be good since his freshman year, since his first game. He still has to improve his shot, but he does everything you want out of a big man. He's going to rebound for you. He's going to give you points. He has a nice game inside. He can pull the mid-range, and he can back down a defender. He's going to give you 15 and 10. He could be a nice glue guy for this team. He could be a nice glue guy. He could be the Nova guy that, we should have kept. Because obviously we traded away Mikal Bridges. This could be the guy that we bring in and keep. And we give him some minutes off the bench, and he develops. I don't think he's even nearly done growing into what his potential is. I like Jeremiah Robinson-Earl a lot. Spent 2 years at college. Made an impression as a freshman. I think he won player of the month a couple times or something. High IQ, defensive-minded forward who could do a bit of everything. 10.5 points his freshman year, 9.4 rebounds. And was named Big East Freshman of the Year. There you go, Big East Freshman of the Year. He declared for the 2020 draft, but changed his mind after, everything happened.
Perfect.
And his sophomore season started off with a bang, scoring a career-high 28 points in the win over Arizona State. Robinson-Earl played extremely well, averaging 18.5 points and 9 rebounds on 57% shooting. He became the man this year. He became the man. Hold up, we just got a we definitely just got an alert. I didn't see it though. I'm still trying to get used to this this new setup, guys. I'm trying my best. But anyway, hopefully it'll come up. All right. But yeah, his sophomore season started off with a bang, scoring a career-high 28 points in the win over Arizona State. He would experience inconsistency, especially with his jumper, but remained fundamentally sound on defense in the NCAA tournament. Played well, 18.5 points, 9 rebounds on 57% shooting. Villanova was knocked out by Baylor in the Sweet 16. But hey, man, he's a good defender. One of his biggest strengths is IQ and understanding of angles. He was a tremendous help defender, good at the pick and roll. In terms of defense, aggressive at the point of attack. Man, don't we need that? Wouldn't that be nice? To stop playing so much drop coverage. Wouldn't that be nice? It would be very nice. Rolling to the hoop and passing from the post. Did a great job as a roller. So you can play him on both sides of the pick and roll. Most intriguing part of his offensive game is his ability to find open shooters, and that's a common theme that you find in a lot of Nova players, especially with Jay Wright. He makes them into good NBA players. He makes them smart. He'll bring in a 3 or 4 star recruit, and he'll make him a 5-star, 5-star player. He'll make him an NBA product. Look at all the guys that came into Villanova, and people were like, "Who are these guys?" And then they just became true professionals. I mean, look at the entire NBA. There's a bunch of guys from Nova, and I really like it. I do. So, weaknesses: shooting consistency, like we said. Shot 28% from 3. He's got to improve his long shot. I think he will with time, but he's a smart player, and I think he'll be okay. His athleticism a bit. Made his mark as a defender, leaning on his IQ, beating his man to his spots. Yeah, he was a bit slow. Has his draft projection 35 to 45. I think he'll go a bit higher. I think he could go in the 28 range, which is why I'm saying if we're there on the board and we keep the pick, I like JRE a lot for this team. I do. Let's see. Oh, this was the alert right here.
Perfect.
Shout out to Tawana, rejoining the Fire Take Nation. Appreciate it. All right. So those are my top 3 guys. We're gonna look at what some of the experts are saying in terms of a mock draft. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the chat. Let me know your thoughts, your comments. I'm gonna be working on this setup here where I can get like comments on the screen and stuff. We have like new animations where super chats and new subscribers will come up and all. But yeah, shout out to everybody in here. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Appreciate you guys being here. We have 85 in here. We are going to be live for the draft tomorrow. But we're just going over some players. And I do apologize for not getting some draft vids out. But again, I don't think it's going to matter. Let's have a little bit of a conversation for a minute on that. I think the Sixers are going to trade this pick, as Kai Carlin said. I think the Sixers are going to end up trading this pick. Because, when you look at everything going on, right? The Ben Simmons rumors are at an all-time high. Now, I personally don't think that Ben Simmons is going to get traded on draft night.
Perfect.
Sorry about that. I personally don't think that Ben Simmons is going to get traded on draft night because we're not that far in yet. We're in far where we're fielding offers, but we're not that far where it's like, okay, we're ready to pull a deal. Bradley Beal has requested a trade. Damian Lillard has requested. We're not that far yet. So I just think that at this point, we're going to, unless an over-the-top offer came along, I just don't see Ben getting moved on draft night. I think it'll be probably within the next month and a half, especially with free agency coming up. I think free agency starts on the 2nd, so it's going to be interesting. But at this point, I think it's just like, we'll see what happens. Adi, what's going on, man? Trey Mann is my guy. Yeah, he's one of my top players that we looked at. I like Trey Mann a lot. I like Jeremiah Robinson-Earl and Josh Christopher. They can help our bench. Most of the Nova guys under Jay Wright have been good NBA players. Yes, they have. Very polished players. Eshawn, what's up? Andrea, what's good? Did you see the new calls for foul baiting? Yeah, I did. I'm glad they're finally getting that out of there. But yeah, I don't think Ben is going to get traded on draft night. I think there will be some intriguing talk about it because it seems like Ben Simmons is at the forefront. But I just don't see it being like, okay, now he's going to get moved. I think it's going to take some time. And I tweeted this earlier today. Like, I don't want a package for Ben Simmons that's built around draft picks. I don't want that. Why? Because we're trying to win right now. Even unless we got 3 or 4 draft picks and then we subsequently move them for a star, I don't want that. That's not going to help us win a chip next year. maybe some of these players could come and, help us in a couple years. We're trying to win right now, and I just don't think it makes sense. Anyway, let's see. Before we do our mock draft, actually, we'll do our mock draft now. All right. It was kind of last minute setting some of this up, but all right, here we are. So we have an NBA draft simulator, and we're gonna go through the draft, at least the first round, and we're gonna see what's up. You guys, feel free to drop your thoughts in the chat. Let us know, who's going where. I think we can actually auto send this, and this was the best simulator I found that was actually realistic. Because let's be honest, Cade Cunningham, he's going number 1. If the Detroit Pistons were to pass on Cade, it would be like passing on, one of the greatest prospects. Like, it would not make any sense. Despite what everybody's saying, despite, they're not completely sold, Cade is going number 1. They're not passing on Cade Cunningham. But I do agree with what some of the people have been saying about there's a couple players here at the top of the draft that could be generational talents. Like, it's a very deep draft. So here's where we're at. So, all right, let's see how we do this. So we can look at what players shows their depth chart. It shows draft picks, recent number 1s, and then we got our board. So we're gonna click draft player, and as you see, it's realistic. The Pistons take Cade Cunningham at number 1. And here's our draft board right here. Cade Cunningham, number 1 overall, Oklahoma State, going to the Pistons. Number 2, I'll just roll through these. You guys let me know who you think's gonna go where. If you feel free to chime in. Number 2, I think it's going to be Jalen Green. Jalen Green got some good experiences last year, kind of bet on himself. He's an overall polished guard. He's going to get it done. And I think the Rockets are looking for a guard that can replace James Harden. I mean, they're not... I don't think they're looking for the guy that is exactly James Harden, because that would be kind of be unfair. But I think they're looking for a star guard to come in and take a hold of that franchise. So I think Jalen Green's going to go number 2. Let's see what they have here. Draft player. The Rockets take Jalen Green, as we said. And now the Cavs are on the clock. So with the 3rd overall pick, Cleveland Cavaliers can go, a couple of ways. Obviously, they have, a lot of young guards. Who knows what's going to happen with Colin Sexton, right? A lot of people think that Evan Mobley is going to go here. Wait, is this random or... Oh, okay, I see now. So we're picking them. Okay. Can we make this automatic or no? See, this is the problem, because a lot of the draft simulators are just unrealistic. Like, they'll pick some random guy to go number 1. But it's fine. We'll just do it. We will. So, with the 3rd pick, a lot of people think Evan Mobley is going to go to the Cleveland Cavaliers. I could actually see them going with Jalen Suggs here. I like Jalen Suggs a lot. I think he's a very talented guard. We saw his talents on display in the tournament. And I think he's a really polished player. I could see them going either way. I hope that they go with Evan Mobley, because either way, the Raptors are up next. And they're either going to go with whichever one of these two don't get picked. And that's what I'm not liking about this. Hold on. Let me see if you guys can see this or not. All right. Maybe that's a bit better. But anyway, Could you guys see it before? Let me know. I'm trying to make sure you guys can see it. Hold on, let me see if I can get a an automatic simulator on here. Let me see if I can get a an automatic simulator. Because I'm not trying to go through every pick. Really, all we're worrying about is the 20 range. I just hate I don't get why they can't make these simulators realistic. Let's see. All right, we'll try this one. We'll try this one and see if it works. I don't know if it's going to be realistic or not, and that's what sucks about it. But anyway, we'll try this. So we'll just pick for the Sixers. And let's see. All right. Ooh, interesting ones. We're gonna let this play out, but another player that I wanted that actually came up here 4th overall. See, this isn't realistic because Jalen Green's not gonna fall to the 10th pick. Let's see. Exactly, any draft pick won't help us out at all. Maybe at the trade deadline, pick Josh Christopher. At number 10, the Grizzlies will get Corey Kispert. He's a good shooter. Scott, what's going on? Thank you, man. We'll do this, and then I guess we'll just continue with our manual one. But, hey, if you guys are in here, man, if you haven't yet, hit the like and subscribe, man. Appreciate you guys being in here. So let's see if we can get the... All right, so here's the draft board so far. So they got Cade at number 1, Mobley at number 2. I could see that. I could see the Rockets going with Mobley. Suggs going number 3. I could see that happening. Here's my sleeper, guys, in the entire draft. Davion Mitchell. Davion Mitchell is a stud. If he didn't have injury concerns, he would literally be a top 5 pick. I think Davion Mitchell can be the next great thing coming out of this draft. I think he could be one of the best players in this draft. It's just if he can stay healthy. If you watch the tournament, if you watched Baylor and how they won, and if you watch Mitchell, I mean, they were making comparisons to Donovan Mitchell. This guy's a baller. He could play. I just wanted to throw that out there because he would probably never fall to the Sixers, but I mean, he's a stud. He is. Scotty Barnes could go 5th. Alperen Sengun, they're saying is one of the he's one of the best overseas players. Jonathan Kuminga, Moses Moody, James Bouknight, Jalen Green. Jalen Green's not falling to number 10. Let's see. Franz Wagner, that's Mo Wagner's brother. Corey Kispert, he'll probably go number 10, number 11. Josh Giddey's a good player from Australia. So yeah, this isn't too realistic, but obviously if we're on the board here, I'm probably going with Trey Mann. Now, Chris Duarte, he's a good two-way guard as well. I like Chris Duarte a lot. He's been getting knocked because he's older. He's like 24 years old. But so what? A team like the Sixers could definitely take a chance on Chris Duarte because we need a guy who's, you know, going to be a solid role player. He's going to be ready from day one, and that's what Chris Duarte is going to be. Ayo Dosunmu right here, and Josh Christopher, another one. two other players that you guys have been talking about. Trey Murphy, he'll probably go in the 20 range. He's another guard I would like, but he's just not going to fall to us. Miles McBride, the other player that I talked about that I like. Greg Brown could fall late in the second round. I could see the Sixers picking him up as a backup 4. And this player right here, Nashawn Highland, a.k.a. Bones Highland, I like his game a lot as well. I like him a lot. I think he's a nice shifty guard. Be on the lookout for him as well. But yeah, obviously I would go with probably Trey Mann here. We'll see what else. We'll see what happens in this draft. We only have 2 picks, so. If the Cavs don't pick up Mobley, then Toronto's going to draft Jalen Suggs. Yeah. I'm worried that the Raptors are going to take Evan Mobley if he's there at 4. He's going to be really good for them. They need a big man. Or if they take Jalen Suggs, we're kind of screwed as well because Jalen Suggs is a good player. I like him a lot. Luka Garza was the college player of the year. Some people don't even have him getting drafted. If he's there at pick 50, I could definitely see the Sixers going for him. I really could. Where are we at? A guy I could see us taking here is Austin Reeves. Guy who's working on his shot, can create a little bit off the dribble. He's got some upside to him. Isaiah Livers, he was going to go probably really high in this draft until he got injured. There's question marks there. Matthew Hurt, nice shooter here. I could see him coming from Duke. But if we had to go for a big man, I think this was the guy that we worked out. I'm not sure. Someone let me know in the comments. It was when I was gone. I saw an article saying that we worked I think it was him and Luka Garza out. Actually, I have the list. Let me pull it up. Yeah. Right here. So we did work out that guy. We worked him out. I could definitely see us keeping our second pick, maybe trying to get a backup now. Paul Reed's still going to continue to improve. Paul Reed is still a player that, we can bank on. And, I mean, he showed some dog. He showed a lot of potential. I even think Isaiah Joe is going to find his way into the rotation eventually. I like Isaiah Joe a lot and Paul Reed, and I think they're going to develop well. This guy we worked out as well. But yeah, to be quite honest with you guys, I haven't looked late into the second round. I haven't looked into a lot of second round players. I looked into the first round more. Because quite frankly, like, I'm not trying to burst anybody's bubble here, but it's just like, we're just not going to really depend upon this draft a lot. Last year, I thought we depended well. Tyrese Maxey ended up showing a lot of upside. And some of the second round guys we got, like Isaiah Joe and Paul Reed, they can be nice role players. Basically, we're looking for a huge trade. We are, so. Secret Underdog, what's up, man? Shifty says Davion Mitchell might go to the Warriors. The Warriors are about to be good again. Excuse me. Thor is tough. What do you think about Charles Massey, center from Western Kentucky? Can shoot 77 from the line, 58 from the field, and 31% from three-point range. He sounds like he could be a good backup center. I think one of the drafts I read had him mocked to us. Eagle, what's up? Philly native says, I'm happy we have new management. Sixers took Zaire Smith over Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Unbelievable. Henry, what's up? Suns Geek says Charles Bassey will be a steal for whoever is smart enough to draft him. Well, there you go. Suns Geek knows more about him than I do. There we go. But yeah, I guess I would go with Austin Reeves here. Just, we'll say that. I'm just more so, you guys let me know in the chat, what do you think? Do you think a trade will happen tomorrow night? I could see a minor trade happening. I don't know if a Ben Simmons trade is going to happen tomorrow night. I don't think the right offer's there unless we hear something during the day, because we have heard stories during the day where Bradley Beal comes out and he's requesting a trade. We've heard stuff like that. We've heard stuff like that. I just hate how this draft came so quickly, man. The last draft was in November. They did the season, then the draft is now, and then the free agency is like next week. It's tough, you know. There's a lot of evaluating going on. I'm sure Daryl Morey is making calls nonstop. These are the two players we got. Let's go back to our draft, and we'll do. Let's see. We will do our mock draft for the first round. Let's see. Philly the podcast. What's up, my guy? Shout out to Philly in the building. Joe Casher, what's up, bro? If you guys haven't yet, go sub up to Philly. That man is killing it in terms of the Eagles content. We're also going to be doing Eagles content soon, but go sub him up. That man's on the grind. You won't be disappointed. You will not be disappointed. Shout out to my guy. All right. We'll talk a little bit of trade stuff after this, but if you guys are just tuning in, man, please like and subscribe, push this content out. I know we haven't streamed in a while, so a lot of people aren't in here, but man, we've been trying to pump out the content as much as possible. We've been trying to, and in the next week or two with free agency coming, it's going to be heating up a lot. You know what we have our eyes set on for sure. So thank you guys for being in here. I appreciate it. And it is late at night. It's like 10 o'clock. I didn't even mean to do this late. Just some things that came up. But I had to get at least one drafting out. And we will be live streaming the draft tomorrow. I might even hit up some content creators. Let me know in the chat, guys. Should I hit up some content creators and try to do a collaboration draft stream? Let me know. All right, so with the third overall pick, I'm actually going to say that they go with Jalen Suggs. I just have a feeling that Colin Sexton is going to be traded soon. And I am predicting at least one or two big trades tomorrow night. We saw the trade a couple days ago with the Grizzlies and the Pelicans. I see some trades coming. I do. But yeah, I think Jalen Suggs goes number 3. I think they shock everybody, and I think, unfortunately, that Evan Mobley falls to the Raptors. I don't want them to get an athletic big man like that, but I think they're going to. I think they're going to get Evan Mobley. I know my guy Luka would be excited about that. Summer League is August 8th, the offseason. Yeah, see, Summer League is August 8th. Summer League is all like, this is it, like everything is flying. What I'm excited about more than the draft this year, and let me know in the chat, is there any OGs in here that remember the draft stream last year? Who's been here since last year? Because if you're an OG, you remember us going to the bathroom. I came back and the Sixers had traded Josh Richardson for Seth Curry. That was unbelievable. That was something. Anyway. DJ, Tyler's. Hey, RB. What's up, Tyler? Appreciate you being in here, man. Sixers could have drafted Shea. Get a bunch of content creators that talk about other teams. Yeah, I might end up doing that because there's just not as much excitement for the Sixers. Like, we either get a role player or we trade our pick. I could see us trading it and getting a couple seconds and a late first and trying to move all of that for a big haul. But what I do think is that this Ben Simmons traction is picking up, and I think we're going to hear a good amount of it tomorrow night. So. Zahid, what's going on? Can I do a member Zoom call? Hit me up on social media. I got you, my man. Number 5, Orlando Magic. Does it show their needs here? Shows their depth chart right here. Cole Anthony, Gary Harris, Ennis. Yeah, they probably need a forward. So I could see them going. With Scotty Barnes or with Kuminga. And then OKC is at number 6. I'm gonna say they go with Kuminga. Dude's shown a lot of upside and potential. I'm gonna just say Kuminga. I'm gonna spice it up a little bit. Go to the bathroom again during the draft. I have to. Maybe we'll trade for Bradley Beal. Who knows? Yeah, I can't wait for the trades either. The fact that we traded Josh Richardson for Seth Curry last year, that was absurd. Stopping by to drop a like. Big Wood, shout out to you, man. Thank you so much. If you guys are in here, man, show some support. Also, the merch link is in the description. I appreciate it. Thank you, guys. And please let me know, by the way. And we got a $5 super chat coming in. I know you can't see it that well. Hold up. Let me switch back for a second here. Let's run that back real quick. See if we can run that back. Shout out to It's Your Boy. What's going on, man? Not a Sixers fan, just an NBA fan, but I enjoy the content. By the way, what's your take on Detroit passing on OKC offering for Shea? Also maybe Shea for Ben, LOL. It's your boy. Thank you so much for the $5 donation, my man. I really appreciate it. Thank you for igniting the new animations here that we have going on. Thank you so much, bro, for the support, really. And let me know what team you're a fan of, man. And please, guys, let me know in the chat if you guys have been enjoying the videos and the content and just the way I've been tailoring the videos. I just want some feedback, so let me know in the chat, guys. But it's your boy. Thank you so much, man. In terms of Detroit passing on OKC offering for Shea, I'll be completely honest, bro. I don't want, if I was a Detroit fan, I would not even entertain any offers. I would not entertain any offers because I think Detroit should be set on their man. I think everything else is noise. They know who they're taking. Cade Cunningham was literally at a Tigers game. He was just like the whole city was applauding him. Like he's going to the Pistons. That's an absolute certain in my mind. But in terms of Shea for Ben, I think you bring up an interesting point. You know, we've been talking about superstar level. We've been talking about getting an all-star player in return for Ben. I don't know if we're going to. It seems like Daryl Morey is hitting striking a high asking price. Do I think Ben for Shea would ever happen? No. But if it came down to it near the end of this offseason and you're looking at a young player like Shea, who's great off the dribble and that dude just works and he's continuing to develop his game, I would at least think about it, especially with all the other assets that the Thunder have. I wouldn't give them a couple more picks, though, I'll tell you that, because they have 37. But really, I don't see OKC really moving him. I think they would try to move him for a player like Cade Cunningham, but I just don't know if they're going to try to acquire Ben Simmons and then build around him. They have so many draft picks. I don't think it would happen, man. Would I entertain it? I think Shea Gilgeous-Alexander is going to be a stud for years to come. But who knows? Who knows? I think the Sixers are looking more in terms of a player that has more experience that they know is going to give us 20 to 25 a night. Maybe that is SGA, but I don't know if it's yet. I don't know if it's consistently yet where he's going to be the number 2 option on a championship team. That's kind of how I'm thinking about it. But let me know what you think. And thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. All right. Let's get back. So, number 6, OKC. Let's see. OKC, they need a forward. Obviously, they have a guard like my guy, It's Your Boy, just said, right? Where do they go? I think they go with Scotty Barnes. I think they think about Kuminga, but then they go with Scotty Barnes. So we'll click that there. All right. So then we have the Warriors at pick 7. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you think the Warriors are going to do in this draft. They got James Wiseman, right? Is he going to develop into himself? Who knows? They have Curry. They should have Clay coming back. Is Andrew Wiggins going to be on the team? Who knows? Kelly Oubre, I don't know if he's coming back. Draymond could be in potential trades. I think the Warriors, as my guy Shifty said, I think they're going to go with Davion Mitchell. I think they're going to shock everybody. A lot of people think Book Knight's going to go here. I've seen a couple people say Moses Moody could, creep up the board. Maybe a shooter like Kispert. I think the Warriors are going to go with Davion Mitchell because I think this dude has that type of potential. Like Davion Mitchell, if he was not, dealing with some injuries, I mean, I'm telling you, he might be one of the best players in this draft. Just like last year, how I was really high on Tyrese Halliburton, if you guys remember from last year, I think that Davion Mitchell is going to be that guy this year. I really do. So that's who I'm rocking with. All right. Now we have the Orlando Magic again on the clock. And where do they go? Let's see. Do they go with a guard? Do they go with a guy to try to pair with Cole Anthony? Ask Tipo, what's going on, bro? Thanks for being in here, man. Woj bomb. All right, let's see what's going on here. Let's see what's going on. Oh man, I hate you guys. Is this what you're talking about? This is what you made me stop for? Hold up. Let me take this off. This is what you made me stop for? That's great. I might end the stream. I hate you guys. I hate all of you. How dare you guys do this to me? I like how he made his username Woj Bominowski. Oh man, I hate all of you. All right, I'm not even reading the chat no more unless we get a donation. I can't even read it anymore. You guys just kill my vibe. I'm good at seeking out those fake Woj accounts, all those people that come in and try to make those fake. I'm good at seeking it out. All right, so the Magic have Wendell Carter. I think they're going to go with a guard here. They get a player like Kuminga. I think they go with a guard. I'm going to say James Bouknight to the Magic at number 8. And then the Kings are on the clock. And what do the Kings need? Well, Marvin Bagley might be on the way out. And Buddy Hield may be on the way out as well. So I can see them going other ways. Even Rashawn. I think they're going to go with a big man. And I think that they take the Turkish Alperen Sengun. Heard a lot of good things about this guy. 19 points a game, almost 9 rebounds. I think they go with him. I could just see the Kings going with a player like that. Ballin' Bros, what up, man? What up? Nah, I don't like you guys anymore. With the 10th pick, the New Orleans Pelicans select. What do they need? A guard. I think they're going to be in the Lowry sweepstakes. I don't think Lonzo Ball is going to stay. They just acquired Valanciunas. This isn't updated, but I think that they're going to go. Where is he at? I think they're going to go with Corey Kispert. I think they're going to go with a sharpshooter. Then we're at the Charlotte Hornets. What do they need? Not a guard. They need a big man. So, let's see. This draft is so guard heavy, man. is so guard heavy. Hornets could potentially trade this pick, in my eyes. They picked a couple centers last year. I'm going to say they maybe trade this pick, but if not, we'll go with this guy here, Garuba. Spurs on the clock. I could even see the Spurs trying to get up into the top 10, to be honest. I wonder if it says like team needs here. Spurs have a lot of young guards, but again, they could be in line for a trade as well. I don't think DeRozan's going to go back. So I could see them going with a forward. We'll go with Mo Wagner's brother. I just hate that. I just wish they had a good simulator where, you know, we could actually have a good simulation, but it is what it is. The Pacers, some of their big men, there's just so much that can happen, man. I'll have the Pacers going with Moses Moody. Get a nice shooter there. The Warriors again. Do they go with a big man? Do they go with another shooter? I could honestly see them stacking up, right? They have Davion Mitchell. Maybe they could trade this pick. But I'll say they take Zaire Williams. I'll say they make a stretch and take him. Then the Wizards, you know they're going to try to go for a shooter. I say they go for Josh Giddey, Australia. And again, this is just off the top because we're just having some fun. Rick Bennett, what's going on? Rick, what up? I'm very late. Sorry, it's all good, man. We're just hanging out. We still have 80 people in here. I'm also late as well. I did not mean to do this late at night, but we're just hanging out. But yeah, man, we're just hanging out. Like I've been saying, if you guys are just tuning in, who knows if the Sixers are even going to keep this pick? Maybe this is just for nothing, you know? Like, I really do feel that we're going to trade the pick, but we're just having some fun anyway. So, we're at 86 likes, man. Let's get it to 100. Let's get it to 100. Let me know if you guys have been enjoying the content as well, like the videos I've been putting out. And be sure to check out the last couple ones I put out. OKC, they're gonna, you know, stack up on talent. I think they line up with a guard that they can put next to Shea. I'm gonna say they go and take Trey Murphy. Grizzlies up on the clock. Wait, this isn't updated because the Grizzlies traded with the Pelicans. Let's see. Did you see the Ben trade to Toronto? Yeah, I made a video about it, man. Go check it out. Eagles underdog. You're right. Pelicans don't have it. They traded it. So this would actually be for the Pelicans to take. I forgot about that. Is that your fire alarm that's been going off the past 3 videos? What are you talking about? Let me know what you mean, Truth. I'm not really sure what you mean. I have an air conditioner on, but I don't think that's making any noise. Can you guys hear any background noise? Let me know. Zahib, I'll look at it later. Tyler, what do you think about a Sixers Hornets trade maybe for Devontae Graham? I think he could be a decent role player. Grizzlies, I'll have them taking Keon Johnson. And then 18th pick, OKC. Again, I mean, these guys are just stacked. These guys are just stacked. Let's see. Who do you think the Raptors get in the draft? I want Evan Mobley. I think they'll get, I think they actually do end up with Mobley, and I don't want them to. It's like feedback when you're not talking. It's probably the AC. Hold up. Hold up. Is it better now? Let me know if it's better now. Let me know. Sorry about that. I just got a new AC and been trying to work it out. We hear an alarm type noise. It's not that loud. It's a little buzz. Is there any way you see us getting Kenna tomorrow? Drummer boy, what's up? I may be wrong, but didn't Devontae have a bad season? I actually didn't even keep up with him that much, but I know a couple years ago he was a good college player. I liked him a lot. See us getting Kemba? Oh. I don't think so. I don't think we're going to make a huge trade on draft night. I think we're going to wait it out, in my opinion, but we'll see. We'll see. Sorry about the noise, y'all. Elliot, what's going on, man? Appreciate you being in here. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Thank you guys for hanging out. It's been a hot minute since we streamed, but we will be live for the draft tomorrow, so be sure to come through, guys, and share out the stream and all that. All right, 18th pick, OKC. It's crazy. The OKC Thunder could actually trade for like 4 superstars and probably have picks left over. I think they go with a big man here. But then again, there's just so much good guard talent. I'll say Jalen Johnson. Then the New York Knicks are on the clock. I think they're going to go with Sharif Cooper. Young little guard they can bring off the bench. He's a nice scorer off the dribble. Who knows what the future is going to be with D Rose. So I think they're going to bring him in. Ben's going to Sacramento, low-key California team. I'd rather send him out west as well. I don't want to keep him in the east, but that's just me. See you, Jameson. If you get too warm, just turn it back on. It just makes some weird noise sometimes. Like, I don't think it was doing it at the beginning, but the Atlanta Hawks could see them going with a guard as well. Chris Duarte is a good two-way player. Jared Butler, I think he's going to fall a bit due to the injury concerns, but I'll have him going here to the Hawks. And then the New York Knicks are on the clock again, and I think they're going to go with a defensive-minded player, and I'll say they go with Chris Duarte right there. Let's see. How tall am I? I'm like 6'2.5". Sorry, I didn't mean to draw so much attention to it. I feel like I was... It's all good, man. Thanks for letting me know. If you guys hear any other noises, let me know. I'm also using a new software. That's also probably why it's happening too. I have to adjust my mic a little bit. I'm using Streamlabs. I'm trying it out, so... Just let me know if you guys hear anything else. And if I sound clear. The Lakers, I could not care less about the Lakers. I think they're actually going to go with Trey Mann here, unfortunately. Even though I want him. And the Rockets, Rockets could have gave us James Harden. They got back-to-back picks. I'll say they get Quentin Grimes. The Clippers, who knows what the Clippers are? Who knows if Kawhi's going to go back to the Clippers or not? I think a lot depends on what happens with that, but let's see. Put Day'Ron Sharpe. The Nuggets. I'll give them Cam Thomas. The Nets. I don't care about the Nets. They can have anybody. They'll take Greg Brown. Go ahead, take them. And then the Sixers are up. Of course, the Nets are before us, but like I said, I like Trey Mann a lot. I don't think he's going to be there at pick 28. I like Deuce McBride if we think that he's worthy of going in the first round. I like Jeremiah Robinson-Earl, but I think Jeremiah Robinson-Earl could either go in the early 20s, or I think he could also go in the second round. Like, I think it's a stretch either way. But Josh Christopher is another, nice two-way guard. Could see us going there. Yeah, who knows? Jaden Springer's a guy I've been keeping my eyes on as well. Who would you guys pick? Who do you guys think? Let me know again if you're just coming in. Who do you think we should go with at pick 28 if we end up keeping the pick? I like Trey Mann. I like Deuce McBride. I like Jaden Springer. I like Josh Christopher. There's a lot of guards in this draft. This is literally a primary guard draft. Like, West for sure. I have no doubt Ben will develop a jumper when he leaves Philly. I agree, Joe. I agree. We'll be lucky to get Wright and healed Bagley and picks now. I don't know. It doesn't seem like, in my personal opinion, we'll talk about it in a second, but we're going to talk about it in a second. We're at pick 28 right now. BJ Boston, I think he could be a good player too. I think he could actually climb up boards, another Kentucky product. I could see that happening. Imagine bringing the two Kentucky guys together again, Maxey and BJ Boston. That would be crazy. Josh Christopher. Yeah, I mean, they're all good picks here. We'll go Josh Christopher. I wish I had a better simulator, but we're not even going to do the rest. Let's see what some of these experts say. I haven't read these articles yet. Let's see, what is this, CBS? Not too big on CBS, but let's see what they say. I just pulled up a couple mock draft articles. Let's see who they had the Sixers taking. Charles Bassey, center, Western Kentucky. That's the guy you guys were talking about earlier. You think he's going to be a first-round pick? Good backup center for us, maybe? Let's see what it says. Philly needs to find an answer at its backup center spot. I can think of no better way to complement NBA's most dominant interior force. Well, you got something right there. Then with one of college's most physically imposing bigs in Charles Bassey coming off a knee injury. Bassey destroyed Conference USA last season, and he has made significant strides as a rebounder and shot blocker. He might struggle defending in space, but there's immense value for a big who can do what he does. 17.5 points a game, 11.5 rebounds, and 3 blocks per game. All right. And then they have Trey Mann going at the next pick. Nah, if Trey Mann's on the board, I would take him. Let's see. Which one is this? Sports Illustrated. So they have the Sixers taking Bones Highland. That's another guard I do like. 6'3", 165. He's literally Bones, man. Has been rumored all over the first round with interest from teams picking in the top 25. But identifying a spot for him is a bit tricky, as his likely microwave scorer role is a bit of a luxury on some teams. He gathered steam with a terrific showing at the draft combine, has impressed with shooting skills, putting him in play higher than this. He's quite slender for an NBA 2 guard. His ability to make tough shots is hard to find and has helped separate him from the large pack of guards in the 20 to 40 range. While his game is not the most diverse, he's viewed as a potentially valuable bench scorer. Daryl Morey has never been particularly attached to his draft picks, and history suggests the Sixers will entertain trade offers here, making it an interesting spot for another team to grab a player. I agree. I don't think we're going to keep this pick, guys. Seems that everybody else is on the same kind of wavelength, too. I don't think we're going to keep this pick. I think they said Daryl Morey hadn't had a first-round pick in however many years before last year, so I think we could end up trading it, but all right. So that's where we're at, guys. That's where we're at. Drop some comments, questions for the last couple minutes here in the chat. Then we'll get out of here. In terms of the Ben Simmons thing, again, I actually could see Ben Simmons now maybe coming back to the Sixers. With the way Daryl Morey's approaching this thing, he's asking for a ton. Maybe that's just where he's starting at, you know, trying to negotiate and all that. But he's asking for a lot. He's asking for a lot. He's asking for a lot, so who knows, man? Who knows? I don't really see a way that Ben could come back to this team. But if it did happen, it would probably be to try to up his value for next season so that we could kind of build him up before the trade deadline. But Sixers Sam, what's going on, man? Who would be reasonable options to trade for that pick? I mean, I think if we traded that pick, I think we would be trying to trade back to get more assets so that we could put together a massive haul for a huge player. That's what I think would happen, but that's just me. Rick says we need 100 likes. Yes, we do, man. Hit that like, subscribe, man. I think we're at 100. I think we just hit it, man. Shout out to everybody in here. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Again, guys, I appreciate all you guys for coming through, man. We will be live tomorrow for the draft. So be sure to come in and hang for the draft. Last year was so much fun. This year may not be that fun. I think I'm going to try to hit up some content creators. And I guess just kind of see if anybody wants to collab on it, if they're free. Because, to be honest, I feel like we're going to trade the pick, and I'm just going to be sitting back and watching the draft and hanging out. Let me know if you guys have been watching my videos and if you guys have been enjoying them. Let me know if you've been enjoying the style of content on this channel. And hopefully there hasn't been any background noise in the videos, but where does Chicago, I don't think they have a pick. I don't think they do. I think they traded maybe for Vucevic. A late first is a second round pick to me, says Swimcon. I agree. We're either going to get a role player or we're going to try to get more assets and gear up for this whole Ben Simmons saga. Scotty Barnes overrated. I go to FSU and watch him play. He's just 6'9". Basically, Ben Simmons not a top 10 pick. I mean, he's in the top 10 for a reason. He's in some mocks for a reason. So we'll see. Just watched your video. Imagine Ben with buckets again. That ish was ridiculous. That's what I was thinking. Like, that would never happen. And why would the Miami Heat try to trade Jimmy Butler for Ben Simmons? It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense, in my opinion. So, Sixers won't trade Ben Simmons. Well, you might want to get it through your head. They're actively trying to trade him. So, we'll see. Marsha from Jamaica, shout out to you. MR says, great job. You're a real one. Thank you, my man. I appreciate it. Romp, Steven, and DJ, the vids are more professional. Thank you, my man. Shout out to Rick, great channel member. Shout out to all the Fire Take members, man. I know we haven't streamed in a bit. I was away on vacation, but been trying to pump out some good content for you guys. It's a bit hard at times, but we're doing what we can. I'm just waiting for the trade is done video. I'm waiting for that too, drummer boy. And you know, people, you know, these little Ben Simmons fanboys, like they come on this channel every day and they say the same thing. Ben's not getting traded. Ben's not, like, they're trying to actively trade him. If we don't trade him, it's because Daryl went way off his rocker, or it's because we're just, I don't know, we're trying to up his trade value. But eventually he will not be on his team anymore. And quite frankly, I'm ready for it. I'm ready for us to get a star. I don't want to keep talking about Ben Simmons every day, but it's the news of the team. It's just what is happening. So who knows? Sons Geek says you've been doing a fantastic job. Consistently upload. I've watched as many vids, streams as possible. Keep up the amazing work. Thank you so much, Sons Geek. Thank you, my man. Appreciate you, bro. Maybe I'll get Sons Geek to collab if he's not busy. Maybe I'll get Sons Geek, hit up a couple other content creators. We'll get something going, man. Other than that, we'll just be watching the draft, hanging out. I like the tease, then you start the video. Yeah, definitely, Rick. Definitely, man. You know, it's funny, Rick. Some guy commented on my video yesterday. He was so frustrated with that. He was like, dude, you took a whole 2 minutes to get to the video. Get to the point. Like, if you don't want to watch the video, then click off or fast forward it. Like, it's not that hard. I haven't even been reading too many comments because people are just ridiculous. Even a lot of Sixers fans have been saying asinine things, but it is what it is. FSU has the dog just like Baylor. Yeah, Baylor produces dogs. I think Davion Mitchell's going to be the steal of this draft. And so does FSU. You're right. You're right. Who gets traded first, Ben or Ertz? I don't think Ertz is getting traded, man. I was meaning to do some Eagles videos, but I'm going to be doing some soon. I don't think Ertz is getting traded. I don't. Rich Paul has said that they want to trade. I know he has. I know Rich Paul is going to try to get him to a certain destination. He doesn't want him to go to some low team. No, he doesn't. But at the end of the day, he did it to himself. So, would you rather have Damon Thibault or Beal and Maxey? Damon Thibault, no doubt. I'd rather have Damian Lillard, but I think Maxey's going to be great. I think Thibault's going to be great. I think we have young players who are going to be great. I do, but we'll see what happens, man. Anyway, we still got 75 in here, man. Actually, we have 76. Maybe it's a good sign. Maybe it's a good sign. We got 76 people in here. Maybe that means something huge is coming tomorrow. Maybe I'll go to the bathroom and the Sixers are going to trade for Bradley Beal or Damian Lillard. Who knows? I don't know what to think anymore. We just keep hearing news piece after news piece. Anyway, man. Drop a yes, sir in the chat. We haven't done that in a while. Drop a yes, sir. Let's go. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Sixers Nation, thank you guys so much for rocking with me, man. Thank you so much for being here all the time. Sorry we haven't streamed in a bit, but I've been trying to pump out the videos. You guys have been supporting the channel, man. I appreciate it. Shout out to the channel members. Channel members in here. We are doing a members only stream probably in a couple days. If you guys haven't checked out the merch, the link is in the description. Hold on, let me show you guys this. Yes, sir, baby. Go cop a piece of merch. Show some support for the channel. Let's see. You're good, but Ben is a jump shot away from frog leaping Giannis, blah, 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 blah. I'm not even going to read the rest of the message. I'm tired of hearing that for 5 years. I was literally that guy to support Ben in and out every day. Yes, he's going to be Magic Johnson. Yes, he's going to be LeBron. Yes. No, he's not. He's not. N-O-T. Not. Because he doesn't want it. It's a weird it's weird to think of. It's a weird circumstance because there hasn't been many players like that have that much potential and don't want it. He doesn't want it. Yes, he can be those players, but he doesn't want it in here and in here, which is why he won't. I'm sorry. Just giving my honest thoughts. I can't support it anymore. And if he comes back and plays in the Wells Fargo, I can already see it. Sixers fans will boo him every single night. Just with the way he went out. You can see the body language. He doesn't care. You know? So drink a lot of water and coffee before the draft. I might have to. I'm going to have to get fired up, you know? Woj bomb, yeah. If you're talking about that fake Woj bomb that people try to fool me with, no. But I made a video earlier today, so check it out. Non-Sixers related, are you into the stock game? Just trying to spread love so everyone can make money. Yeah, I got some pretty good stocks on my portfolio. I have some good business knowledge. I can see Wentz and Ben becoming superstars. I hear you, drummer boy. I think Wentz is going to have a great year. And I think that Ben Simmons, this is why I don't want to trade him to the Raptors. They're going to develop him. They're going to make him shoot. Now, I don't think Ben will ever be that MVP-like player. I think he could be a pretty good player if he started to shoot. But he's not going to do it. Unless they just absolutely make him. Because he can still survive in the league. He's that good in everything else that he can be a decent role player. But he doesn't want to be great, so. If Dame goes to the Sixers, do you think they will make the finals? Yeah, I think we got a good shot. I think we do, but who knows what's going to happen? I think what we really have to be in line for is August 2nd. That's when free agency starts, and I could see a huge trade coming in the next couple weeks, month, but Who, what you want Ben Simmons to go? I'm not sure what you're asking. If you're asking me where, anywhere in the West, send him to the Minnesota Timberwolves. I think the Timberwolves are a destination that's still getting slept on, in my opinion. What do you think about getting OG back and a Larry sign and trade? I mean, it would be nice. Is it going to put us over the top? That's what we have to ask ourselves about Kyle Lowry. Now, a lot of people are saying $30 million a year is too much. I understand why they're saying it. But look at the Suns and what the Bucks did as well. Getting a point guard will help this team tremendously. And that is my plan B. That is the perfect plan B for this team, to get Kyle Lowry. And if we have to pay him the money, then screw it. We have to pay him the money. It's time to stop saying, last year we said we wouldn't pay for Chris Paul. We see how that worked out, right? We need a point guard. I don't want to go into next season with whoever as the starting point guard. No, we need a solid veteran point guard. So, just being honest. Ben needed this criticism to strive. Oh, please. Stop the sob story. Save yourself now. Stop it. Truth be told, the Sixers could have been in the finals the past 3 years. Yeah, we could have won the finals this year. We could have put up a good fight against the Suns. But I'm not even going to go dive back into that. It's disappointing, and the hand has been pushed. Something must happen. It must happen now. And we'll see what happens going forward. That's where we'll leave it at tonight, guys. Thank you so much for coming in. Hope you all have a great night. Be sure to come out tomorrow. We will live stream the draft. Might hang out with some other content creators. We'll see what's up, man. We'll see what's up. But you guys have a great night. Hit the like on your way out. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. And you guys have a great night, man. Catch you on the next one.